everyone, it's Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. So, I wanted to mention before I get too far into this that I had totally intended to do this as like a real-time video. So, you see my hands moving really weird, because I'm trying to explain something. But it was really long. It was like over an hour, and I thought I cannot make you guys watch me for an hour. So I am trying to, cut it down, speed it up so that it's at least in a presentable amount of time. But I wanted to say thank you for Laura for inviting me. I'm the guest designer today for Scraptember. This is a project that Laura Alberts and Natalie Bowers, Miranda Weber are putting together. So it's a video a day. If you haven't already, uh, watch the previous days, make sure you go back and watch those. And if you subscribe to all of the channels, that way you can maximize the inspiration that you get from this. All right, so to my layout, here we go. So I have to say, this paper that I'm cutting into right now is from Fancy Pants Millie and June. Millie and June collection. It's from several years ago. And if I had to pick a favorite paper ever, it is this one. I love the bright colors of it. I love the design of it. This is like I think it's the second or third paper of this design that I've had, but this is the last one. And I decided not to get any more, that there's other pretty papers out there. I need to like broaden my horizons. And the photo that I'm using is of the twins. Now, they're 5 now, and so they are definitely, their personalities are just so funny, and they're so full of expression, and their mom takes a photo of them every day, usually in the same spot every day. They were in a different spot last year, and they moved recently, so they're always right here in front of this fence. And, oh my gosh, they are just so funny. So they've got, I don't know what's going on there. They're full of their personalities really shine through here. Lately, I have been trying to use more and more sketches, the ones that I had printed out from several years ago. And the one that I'm using today is from Scrapbook Challenges. I printed this off, like I said, several years ago. It I went to www.scrapbookchallenges.com, and this is sketch 303. And the elements that I loved about it were these tags. Now you saw that I had like a template of a tag. It's made out of a really thick cardboard, and I keep it on my desk because I really like the size of that tag. And now I'm, making the little reinforcers with my little helper there. That's Naomi. And that is a punch that it's a circle punch. I think it's like a half an inch. I've had it forever. And I probably should have put the circle down first and kind of centered, where the circle was, and to, make the hole, so that it was more truly in the center, at least close enough. Instead, I was kind of having to eyeball it. It is close enough. I mean, I'm sure you aren't going to notice, especially since I'm going to put some, uh, what is it, twine in it. So it's all good. It's all good. Anyway, that is what drew me to this sketch. I really liked the big pattern piece of paper because I wanted to have a big chunk of that beautiful paper, my favorite, as because when you have it as like a highlight like this, you can definitely see it better than if it was just the whole background was that. I think that is too overwhelming. So that's one of the reasons why I chose this sketch. And the other thing were the tags. I really like the tags. So I just went through my stash and I just grabbed some colors that coordinated with this paper. and the blue and the yellow are cardstock, and the pink is pattern paper. I don't recommend using pattern paper as a tag, but especially if you're gonna. Well, I don't know. I guess you could. I did here, and it works out okay. But I'm not adding a lot of weight, anything on top of it. I don't know. It just doesn't seem to lay right when it's just pattern paper. That's just my opinion. Cardstock is definitely better. Something of a heavier weight, I guess. This was really thin paper. Yeah, I'm sorry. My new little kit, Naomi, she is just all into everything. Everything is so new to her. Finally had to kick her off my table, and so I can complete this. Now, look how the foam tape. I've had this foam tape, I think, a year. I think it's about maybe a little bit more than a year, and I bought it off of Amazon. I think I may have spent around $15 for it as opposed to $40 for the Scotch brand. Works the same. The only thing, you can't tear it, and you can with the Scotch brand. Yeah, I'm willing to save $25 not to tear my foam tape. And you can just Google or no, search in Amazon under foam tape, and you'll be able to find it. I recently bought some other, it's a totally different company, same price. I'm just looking for the price point. It seems to be the same. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, because this is such a beautiful paper, I didn't want to have too much drawn away from it. So I wanted some embellishments that kind of complemented it. And I pulled out my little bins. You saw the first one was stars, and then these are the hearts. And I'm pulling out these sequin glittery ones because I will never use those. Those are way too foo-foo for me. I guess I like more of a classic look. I've had them in my stash for a couple of years. I am never drawn to them. So I'm going to put them aside and start making another giveaway container of, things that I know other people will love. I know a lot of people do love it. It's just not for me. So this is where I keep my florals. It's a bigger container. And in fact, I buy florals just to put in this box because I like to have a variety. There's some die cuts in there. Those are from my scan and cut. They were from cut files. So I try to keep a big variety in my floral, but I just didn't find anything that worked except for these stars. And in the star, there's a little bit of everything with the stars. I have chipboard. I have the acrylic. That's what those are. They're acrylic. You're not going to be able to see them so much on the video, but you'll be able to see them up close in my still shots at the end. And I'm trying to find out what else I can use. So I end up pulling some wooden ones as well. And the way that I glue those down, I show you here in a bit. I'm going to use Distress Collage Medium. This is the same glue that I use to put my sequins down. I'm looking for something for a title. Yeah, I didn't really think I had a lot of my videos I do. I already have an idea what I'm going to be doing. But this one, I was totally winging it. I didn't have a title. Um, I like this navy blue, but I don't like any of the words. So that's not going to work. So I love this. These are from Vicky Bouton. I'm going to grab, the one that catches my attention is the navy, and it's the word capture. And I thought, oh, I can use that as part of my title. And absolutely love these foam, my love hate for these little foam tapes, but I mean, stickers, alpha, whatever they're called. I want you to look at that sheet. It looks like, oh my gosh, am I going to be able to make a word? Oh, yeah. And there is still plenty of alpha in there to make more words. I love this. So if you guys ever see this, In fact, I just saw some at Hobby Lobby and I almost grabbed another set of these alpha just because they are so versatile because, on one side is navy, the other side is white. It is so hard to find navy alpha. So I want to, uh, I already have another set. So in fact, I probably have two sets. So I would suggest grabbing those. That is worth the investment. And look at the pretty paper that's behind it, the rainbow paper. You can always use that as part of your stash of your papers. You could use it now, or you could, save it till your alpha is gone. As you can see, I'm still using it with my alpha. So as you can tell, that my title is Capture the Silliness. And now I'm going to use that Distress Collage medium to glue everything down. What you don't see is after I put this all together, um, I felt like it still needed a little something. And I do this quite often. I kind of walk away from it and I come back and I think, oh gosh, it really does need a little something. And you'll be able to see it in the close-ups, is I do a black line around the white and then around the beautiful pattern paper so that your eye is continually drawing into the layout. I felt like it was still kind of floaty the way it was. So for my sequins, I tried to grab as many different shapes, sizes, colors. All right, guys, thanks a lot. Here are the still shots. You have an awesome day. Make sure you subscribe to all the other ladies that are part of the Scraptember, and I will see you guys next time. All right, bye-bye.